Check on that. We want to get here somewhere. I think it's just about here. Uriela's Hope. And I'm hoping this isn't the bit where there's a big rock slide. But I don't fancy fighting that. Because that thing is a bit of a beast. And yeah. Even though I've got 2 Delincias with me, both level 20, I think I will struggle with it a little bit. Oh, what was that? Rock dog kick. Come on then. That one hit. Love it. Gotta love it. Oops. So yeah, we've actually had a patch today. I did hear in the patch notes one of the things they were implementing, especially on console, was the animation changes for weapons. I know Whack 4863 did a video on it just before it came out. That's like a snake around here. Yeah, when you put a weapon away, I don't know if you can remember if it remembers, as I do that, putting it away, it does it slightly different with an axe as well now. And also with the daggers, if I show you these, you pull those out the same, but again, like if you play on console, hold triangle. Before, you pretty much just used to do that, and then put them away. Whereas now they've tweaked it so that when you put them away, you actually do a cheeky little spin with them. Which I think is pretty cool. And then an axe, you flip it upside down and you can't actually see where the axe is, but it's there on the back. Obviously it's under the shield. Not sure what a one-handed sword would look like yet. I do usually use a one-handed sword actually. But I was fortunate on this server to end up being given this axe that you can actually buy from a trader as well, called Glimmer Moon, which is actually a half decent axe, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to use that. So be it. A lot of it's probably, apparently this patch, a lot of it was bug fixes and different bits and pieces. So I just thought we'd try it out, you know, why not go live, see how we go, just play around with it, see what's different. Really, there's huge changes. One of them is obviously, like I say, with that, the animation with weapons, which I do like, it's pretty cool, I think. Still has its rendering issues for loading things in at extremely long distance, but that's what you get with console, unfortunately. Even though I am playing on PlayStation 5, Conan only runs on, I think it's Unreal Engine 4 still. So even on next gen, which this is. Oh, ow. Because I hit before I could pull my weapon out, they've killed them. Yeah, as I was saying, even on next gen, it still has its struggles. Ow. Ooh, come from little baby. Get out of it. There we go. Hopefully just lock on for those little ones. Right. Oh gosh, let's just take one of them. Where I'm heading for is this little spot over here, because I actually want to realise this server I'm playing on, which is a privately owned server, but it's actually open to anyone to join. It is a what they call boosted server, meaning everything's been boosted a little bit, so your damage, your thralls damage, your XP gains, your thrall XP gains. Yeah, sorry, another side note, you can probably just make out there now with the light on the sand. Another reason why I like Glimmer Moon, even though they've sped up night time on here, you get that orange glow around, which is actually coming from the axe. If I put it in my hand, you see it's more in front here. But yeah, I do like that. I like the fact that it works that way. This is area 1. This is where you would come if you've learned Mitra, or if you want to learn Mitra. This is where you would come. Whoops, I forgot to change it to guard me, so they're just going to attack everybody now. Yeah, a little tip there. If you don't want them to kill these guys, they are really pretty squishy. Make sure you set your thralls to guard me rather than attack all enemies. To do that, hold square on them. So behaviour, engagement, and then you just switch it to that, guard me. They're currently on that at the minute. And then they are on guard me, unless you give them a command to attack. Or you get hit by something, they won't attack anything. A lot of people say use attack nothing, but I think even with that, I find it a bit clunky. If you get in a bit of a sticky situation, you want them to kind of defend you. Yeah, it's not great.
Blessings of Mitra upon you,
So we'll
pilgrim.
talk to...
Are you come to this land to
We'll
seek
learn it as soon as
atonement
we're
for the sins
here.
of your past life? Perhaps not.
And we'll learn that as well.
Once, I was deaf to the words of the divine, pilgrim. Like you, I wandered aimless. But Mitra chose me, spoke to me, offered me a purpose.
Right.
I did not understand the nature of the task I was chosen for.
She'll just carry on talking, but if you want to listen to that, you can do. There's also a couple of... There's an emote and a recipe we can get while we're here as well, actually. On the map, as you can see, we're just here. So we are just kind of north, sort of slightly northeast, but mainly north of the unnamed city. So if you come out of the obelisk of the unnamed city, come up and around. It's just here, or do as I did if you're coming from Sepamaru, cut across the desert here, through here. And it's here, and of course this area just appears the den. Another good spot for farming trolls. Well, I say it's good, I mean I've not had much luck there recently on my own server that I own, or even unofficial. Trying to get good high level people out. It's a bit weird at the minute, because that place, the den in Sepamaru, used to be two of the best places to get your legendary thralls from. But yeah, it's not great at the minute. Well, yeah. So these two, she's using the tenderizer, which is from... I guess the tenderizer, I haven't swapped it out. Yeah, tenderizer, that's from the Yog religion, and it's got a master weapon fitting on it, which just increases its damage armor pen. There are legendary versions of these weapons you can get that are pretty good too. They've both got the Void Force Dragon helmet on, which is that, and I've just used the illusionary system on the Sorcery Thaumaturgy bench just to turn it into earrings, because I don't like the look of the helmet, to be honest. They're also using the Void Force chest, which is the heavy piece again, and then they're using, she's using, I think they've both got the gloves, or one's got the gloves and one's got a different one, but it's Void Force again for the health, so they're getting health from the head and hands, strength from the chest, but then they're using the Hyperborean Slave loincloth and Hyperborean boots. So it's all heavy armour, two different sets, but the reason why I've gone for it is these both give you strength weapon damage, which is really good. As I say, the head and hands give you health, and the chest gives them strength weapon damage. Now you can get strength weapon damage from the Hyperborean Slave piece, but this is actually better armour value on the Void Forge. You could go with Hyperborean gauntlets, I think they're called, which are the heavy hands, I think. Are you wearing it? Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, Hyperborean Slave, as you can see, that gives her a bit more strength. So if you feel like they've got decent health, put those on rather than the Void Forge gauntlets, which will give you a bit more strength weapon damage. And the armour also has the bulk plating on it, which is crafted with a legendary blacksmith, I believe it is, or an armourer with the hammer symbol, so durability. I don't think it makes any difference, but they were crafted on the Tinkerer's bench, and for those you need star metal bars and layered fur, and your layered fur you make on your tanner's table. So it's got that on each of those just to give them bit more armour, as you can see on the right there, but also, not just that, this set was also crafted with a tier 4 shield right armour, so that's the armour with the shield symbol, and they're actually called a shield right, I do believe, when you find them. You get the weight reduction armour and you get the durability armour, but personally I think the shield right is the best one because it gives them a bit more armour value on their armour. So, and she's actually now using, she was using Star Metal two-handed sword, but she's now using the Tellus Sorrow, which you get if you manage to eventually get up here to the Black Keep, go in there and defeat the boss in there, the King Scourge. Then you need a skinny knife or some way of cutting his heart out, cut his heart out, and yeah, take that back to your blacksmith bench. Ideally you want a bladesmith or blacksmith, it's called a bladesmith I do believe. Excuse me. Also with it's like a little dagger symbol on them. When they craft that for you, they'll actually give it a bit more damage. And again, I've put the master weapon fitting on that to increase its damage and armor pen again. Really, really good. Their damage is probably slightly higher on this server because they are on. Oh, they're off again. Where'd they go in there? No, come back here. Come on. Right, while we're here a minute, let me just come over here. You're gonna run straight off it. Come here. Let's just tell them to stop a minute. Right, behaviour, engagement, guard me. Behaviour, engagement, guard me. And then we'll do, whoops, not that one. That one again. It should get them following, yep. Ah yeah, did you see how she put the sword away then, but she did it more, so they're just chucking it on her back, she did it more animated. Typical. Second I tell him to guard me. Got many different crafters coming in. I'll take him out. It's okay, I got him. Right. What we want to do... Where is it? Oh, it's around here. This... Is it this one? Yeah. There's usually... There it is, a book there, so we'll learn that. Come on, press to interact. I'm pressing it. Why is it not? Why is it not working? There we go. That teaches the score emote. So that's pretty cool. And then what we need to do is also run up the top of there. Because there's actually a cooking recipe, I do believe. So while we're here, we'll just whiz up and grab this. Follow it all the way around. Yeah, if you're not good with heights, it's a bit nerve-wracking when you first go through the first time. I know I didn't like it, I was always fearful of falling off. But yeah, there it is. So if you look at the book, and it's a bit delayed again, come on. Try it like that. No, it's not having it. Come on, there we go. Specialist cooking. So that's another one. Now I have already been to, what's it called? The summoning place, which on the map is back down here. It's this red symbol. There's an emote, I think, just as you go in the stairs on the left. Literally on the left hand side as you go in, on the floor you'll see a couple of ghosts, grab that. And then if you run up the stairs in front after you've killed everybody, go to the left, up those stairs, go left again. And then near those little tents up the top, there's another little book on the floor. Again, that you can learn another one, which I think is another specialist cooking. There are numerous people, content creators who have done videos on all the cooking recipes. I think Angar has recently done one, not so long ago. Granny Gamester may have also done one. Wax probably done one in the past. Maybe Firespark81, all very good YouTubers. Content creators for Conan. Yeah. Right. Let me just see. So we've done this. I wanted to get this yesterday actually, and I never got around to it. So no, there is actually an emote in the den that we can learn, which is, and I agree with Angar on this one again, because it's his most favourite emote in the game, the belly dance. That means going into the den. Now, we could end up killing some good people, but on this occasion we just want to run through, just to get this emote, and if we have to take any name people out, we turn them out. It's just the way it goes, unfortunately. And I've just realised, standing here, I haven't told you what my armour is. This is actually the Pictish Brave, which is a medium set, which I actually got on this server when we start out, because the very kind owners of this server actually equip people with, excuse me, this armour set, and iron tools to start you off, and a sandstone mask, which is brilliant. But I'm not actually wearing that, I'm actually wearing full Redeemed Legion, as you can see there from the middle. But again, I've used the illusionary system just to make this all look like the Pictish Brave, and my helmet obviously is the headpiece of the Pictish Brave. And when I have my sandstone mask on, I've just done the same thing again, so it looks like I'm still wearing the same headpiece but I have my sandstone mask on as well. Now on my server and other servers I play on, I do play on an official server as well, PvE. I don't usually go with this type of armour if I've ever seen them. I never used to be a big fan of it. It was like having my characters hair on show, like the Delincias and what have you here. There's that ghost again. But I just thought, do you know what? It's actually a bit quirky, a bit cool, I like it. I might go with something different. So I just thought, since we're playing on this one, why not keep it a bit different? Yeah. Maybe engage with tackle enemies. Need to remember to set them back also, otherwise I'll be wondering why they're not hitting anybody. Because the amount of times I've done that, I've started getting hit and wondered why they're not doing anything, and then, yeah, realise I haven't set them to attack anything. Well, welcome to anyone that's here, by the way. Thank you for joining. Nice to see you. We're just going to have a nice chilled out, run around the map, discover a few things, learn some new stuff. Yeah. Ow. It's alright, I got it. Also, if you want to ever do the Midnight Grove dungeon, that is just across here somewhere, I do believe. If I'm looking in the right area. Oh. That's better, I'm quicker with that one. Yeah, there we go. So you see the den's just there. So if you turn to the left of the den, I'm not going to do it now because we're not going to go in and do that dungeon just now. Completely jumped the wrong way. But yeah, you would come here. Maybe a scorpion in the background there, which there is, as you can see, coming out to attack us. Get your follower to kill them, or kill them if you're on your own, should be pretty easy. And then you want to look at this werewolf-looking guy here.
You have nothing to fear of me, human.
And you can
I am
Midnight
simply
Alchemist.
lonely as I await my return to the misty lands.
And if you bring
I would
him
like
some
to talk.
feral flesh, I believe it is, which you could get from a snake even, he'll give you
If
a potion.
I am gone when you return, know that I have returned whence I came.
Yeah, okay. It'll give you a potion, you drink that potion, and it'll teleport you to the Midnight Grove dungeon. And you can go and do that one. Pretty interesting dungeon, that one. I've not actually attempted it in a long time yet, but I've seen a lot of other people do it. It's pretty different. Now, I can't remember all their names, but if you come to this door here as well, now I'm not sure if these were YouTubers or Twitch streamers or whatever they were, but if you go to this door...
Hello? Hey! Is somebody out there? I hear someone out there. Oh, help! Hey, get us out of here! Help! Listen! We're on the other side of the door. We're kind of in a pickle. Could use your help. Think there's some levers out there? A good chance one of them will open the door and we'll be... Could you pull a lever, please? Pull it! Please? Just pick a lever.
No, I don't want to spoil anything, I won't do it, but there's a couple there, as you can see. And a couple on that side, and there's a couple of little chests knocking around. Might not be anything great in it that you want, but this time there isn't that one. I'll take the gold. What's in here? Anything any good? What's that? No, iron, we can get that easy enough. Coal. Now, gas orbs. I did a little video on this. If you get gas orbs, grease orbs, anything like that, if you don't want them, we'll actually take that food as well, go for carry capacity. Yeah, so, sorry, finish the story, getting off a tangent. This, yeah, if you do these different levers, different things happen. It's kind of a bit of fun really. I think that if it's a nod to, like I say, previous content creators for Conan, or people that did things for the community or something, check it out, it's a little bit of fun. It's right next to, as I say, the den, which is just here where we're going to go now. Yeah, so those orbs, as I was saying, a little video on the channel. If you want to have a look at it, check it out. It's a little tips and tricks video. In that, it just mentions that if you pop them in your dismantling bench, if you don't want to keep them, grease orbs or gas orbs, it will give you the ingredient back. So if it's gas orbs, I think it's mushrooms it gives you. But it also gives you water orbs, so if you need water orbs for any other type of crafting that you're doing, or for making your healing arrows, really quick, easy way to get them. You don't like using gas or grease orbs, stockpile them, keep on. Don't give them your thralls, or you don't give them your thralls to carry, because they'll probably just blooming end up using them, because they don't know what they're doing. If you've got a horse with you, stick them on your horse if you don't want to carry them. I say take them back, throw them in your dismantling bench, and you know, boom. Water orbs for days. Right, so there is an emote in here, as I said, that I would like to learn. Oh, and there's also, while we're in chapter 2 at the minute, you can just see it, I think, over there, it's just around that corner, the cart for the current event that's going on with the chapter 2 with Age of Sorcery, for you to hand in your sorcerer's skulls or your alive sorcerers to get rewards. And there is also a, if I remember correctly, from here, hatchet that you can buy. And it's the Black Blood hatchet, which is a legendary hatchet. And it's only 15 obelisk coins. So if you've got some of the in-game currency that's around at the minute from doing the sorcery event, the obelisk coin, you can buy yourself a legendary hatchet. You can also get the pick, the sickle and the skinning knife. They are all at different locations. Again, plenty of people out there done videos on where they are to show you. Check them out. Like I said, they're all legendary tools. Probably the best tools in the game you can get. And normally, you can only get, even if it drops them, and there's no guarantee. So I think it's in this area just here. There are some caves called the Children of Jill, which are like bat demon creatures. There's a 3-skull boss in there. If you defeat that 3-skull boss, there's a chance, I'm not sure what the percentage is, but there's a chance that it will drop you any one of those particular tools, or it might not even do it at all. But since chapter 2 in the Age of Sorcery came out, and we've had this Khitan cart and everything, you can get this obelisk coin, just like you can this Glimmermoon, the axe. A lot of the legendary, good legendary weapons, and those tools especially, are actually available. We do know we're potentially getting a new chapter supposedly, and obviously a new update in March, which will be a new battle pass again. We don't know if it's sorcery and that's still continuing, or if this caravan and event stuff will still be here. So while you've got the time, get out there and get your obelisk coin, pile it, stockpile it, buy yourself a couple of all of those tools if you want them, just so that you don't run out, because if you don't, and then it goes away in the next chapter, you'll regret it, because you'll have to wait and try and get it from the Children of Jill. So yeah, just a little quick little tip there for you. Right, which way are we going to go into here? Let's see. Yeah, so there it is there. You bring your alive sorcerers on your rope to there, you put them in the cage. Sorry, 1 second. Oh, excuse me, sorry about that. Yeah, you bring them to the cage, pop them in there. Or the pot for the skulls is just there. He's aggroed. You're really going to aggro from all the way over there? Of course the 2 Khitan guards are probably going to join in here. Are you going to come at me?
Take the wrong fight.
Now, hopefully, and they haven't luckily, but there's 2 fighters usually, one at this side, one at that side. You see them there, one sat down there. They will normally aggro when you kill somebody, but they didn't, which is good. And just in that way, if you follow it down that way, and go up the hill to the right, there's 2 sorcerers. There's actually more than that, I think, here, I've only ever found those, but if you kill or knock out those, you can bring them back here, chuck them in there, get your resources from here. Just like people have said, all these different vendors, one is the captain, one will sell you combatants or workers, one will sell you the black blood tool, and the other sells supply material. Now what I usually do, if I'm coming in here, I don't usually go in that way. There we go, they're dead. First time I've actually been here on this server, so Come on. Now I don't know why they're still waiting because I'd set them on attack all enemies, so they should just aggro to him, but they didn't. For some unknown reason. That's what we get. Now we're aggroing to this other guy. As you can see, it's just nothing for him. Piece of cake for them. One hit. Now obviously this is a boosted server, so our damage it's only been increased ever so slightly, and to all damage and damage that enemies take has only been increased very, very slightly. It's not a massive increase, but you will notice a difference on official if you haven't got, you know, good gear on and good weapons at least. But if you've got a good weapon, some good armour on, you'd be absolutely fine in here. It's not that tough really. If you know what you're doing, just work your way through like I did. That is the thing with the den, you could rush in here and you just get overwhelmed, and you don't want to be getting overwhelmed because they will overwhelm you in here, and yeah.
I can taste your stench, human.
Well, that's very nice of you to say, or is it? I don't know. Excuse me.
Soon my teeth will taste.
God, take you!
What level was our bearer? He was, come on, does this sometimes. Only a level 2, but we'll take his pack. Right, now it says I'm unencumbered, so if I take that, can I move again now? Yeah, there we go. I'll probably put that on the horse eventually, I'll give it one of these two to carry, but... Oh, it's ridiculous fun. It really is. It really is fun, this game. If you haven't tried it out, you've got to try it. You don't have 2,500 hours in a game for nothing. Yeah, it still has its little bugs, its little problems, but what game doesn't? You know, there are some a lot worse than this that end up closing down. They stop development on them because they just give up with it. But, you know, Funcom are still trying to give them the due, at least they communicate, you know, they tell us what's going on. I hear another shooting then. Right, if we jump in here, we'll have to watch it. Oh, yeah, there we are. Hopefully, yeah, there it is. Oh, hello, where did you come from? How rude. So as you can see there, these two I'll deal with them hopefully. We go to our emote wheel, dance. There it is. Let the wolf do the dance a minute. Let's quickly show you. That's what that one looks like. And yeah, it's definitely probably one of the nicest dances in the game. It's pretty fun. So I wanted to get that one away. Now you could go down and fight that little boss. I think he is only a 1 skull, but if you're not too fussed, those sorcerers are just over there. I don't know if there's any other way. Ooh, I can't speak today. I don't know what's going on with me. Recipes anywhere that we need to learn. Probably is, and you probably all shout at the screen now and tell me you've missed one. There is also, I do believe, I'm not sure where she is, I don't know if it's up there, possibly. Up on that scaffold and an NPC you can talk to. That will sell you, I think, the rock nose eggs. So you can get the gold or silver vein rock nose potentially. And that's the ordinary coin, so the in-game coin, so that one. It's either gold or silver. So if you're after a rock nose pet, this is where you need to come. I'm sure it's the rock noses you get, yeah, because spiders are from the jungle. Normally I wouldn't have my horse with me. On the official server I play on, I actually have a little hut set up with a teleporter from the Sorcery in it. And I can just teleport over to here. with my thralls and get them to just carry things if I need them to. So it's pretty cool. But let's carry on a bit. Just like I say, take your time with this, just work your way through it. Just don't get overwhelmed, that's the truth.
No closer, human.
See, so very gross.
Run free.
Yeah. Pretty fun place, like I say. You can potentially get, there is a named dancer, she might even be here, I don't know. Spawns a lot of the time just over this other side where I'm going to be going. Could end up getting her, she's a legendary named dancer. Don't ask me to pronounce her name because I don't know how you pronounce it.
What comes in the night?
What comes in the night? Death to you, my friend. But yeah, there's a named dancer. See, they're on the ball now, these two. They might end up fighting that legendary, not legendary, that boss in a minute if he aggroes, but it may not do. Let's just see, can they manage to kill these without blowing the werewolves? Yep. Looks like they got away with it. See what I mean with Glimmer Moon again, how it lights up. That's on my back, it still gives me a light. Yes, night time is shorter on this server as well, they've reduced it. So it's not quite as long, which is still good, but even so. So we carry on around. Up here, you go up these stairs. Like I say, that gateway there that you can see, that leads down to where the
There's a strange scent on the wind.
where you can hand in your sorcerer skulls or your live sorcerers. Very dramatic. And of course, just upon here, you can see them just there. Sorcerers there. You do get these guys over here. The taskmasters, 9 times out of 10 they're only a rubbish low level 1 or a level 2, which really is pointless. My thoughts exactly.
I can taste your stench,
No, I'm
human.
not going to bother grabbing these and taking them live to the Kitans on this occasion. Gular awaits, oh, okay. That was only level 2, so she was no good. So yeah, when you kill your sorcerers, don't forget, they drop you a little pack, and they drop their skull. They won't always give you a pack, it will sometimes just be the skull. So just bear that in mind. Another pack there. What's that piece of paper? Pale sorcerer page, yeah, we're going to keep that because we'll need that. Because, there's a little tip again, pale sorcerer page, pop it in your dismantling bench if you don't want to use them. If you've got a sorcerer on your bench, you can obviously craft 2 of those pages like it is to make them into a spell page, or if you've already done your sorcery but you're still collecting those, pop them again in your dismantling bench and they will give you 1 piece of black blood per failed page. That's pretty good again, pretty cool. So how's everyone doing? Let me know in chat how you doing. What's your day been like? Or where are you in the world even? I'm in the UK, it's currently sort of coming up to 5 o'clock for me. So it's a Tuesday evening. And yeah, if you are enjoying the stream, do give me a like. It just helps to push these streams out to more people, you know, makes us more visible on YouTube, helps YouTube to recommend them. It'd be very much appreciated. If you subscribe to the channel, thank you for subbing. If you haven't yet, why not consider doing so? It just means you get to see more of this content when I do it. And your support is of course very, very much appreciated. So just give me 1 second, I'm just going to check something here. Why is that coming out? Let me just Come on. Drop that down. Why is this not giving me? There we go. Right, okay. That's... Sorry, just wanted to sort something out there, guys. Just figure something out. Sorry about that. We should now be good. Hopefully. Right. So I've got our couple of sorcerer skulls. We'll go back that way when we finish. We'll hand those in. Let's block this guy because he's going to... To live is to die, eh? Okay. Take those orbs again. Nearly left them. I'm going to be telling you guys to take them if I'm going to not pick them up. Yeah. Right. So there are more NPCs all down there that you can get. These at this campfire here. Again, a second place where you could get a bearer from, as you can see. Not a very big one. And what we what's going on with it? It does that sometimes. It's strange. Level 1. Are we getting heavy yet? No, I think we're alright. But just so I don't randomly pick something up and end up getting heavy, let's give that, and that to a horse, and let's put the orbs on as well because they won't come to any harm with those, it's fine. Yep. Right. Yeah, as I say, let me know in chat if you've played this game before or if you're considering getting this game. I'd definitely recommend it. It's definitely time to get it now. It's definitely having a good bit of a revival. There's still a lot of people always playing. Yeah, definitely worth playing. Well, hello to anyone who's just joined in. Nice to see you. Glad to have you with us. Hope you're well. Let us know whereabouts in the world you are. As I've just been saying, for me, it's coming up to tea time in the UK. And we're just checking out, since this little patch for Conan, what's going on. Nothing major. A few bug fixes more than anything is what they've done. Oh, I missed it. Yeah, they've also added a new feature with the animation for yourself, but it also works on your thralls as well. If I put my axe and shield away, see the way I flicked it away and then like that. Pretty good. Do actually like it. It also works for thralls as well, it works for your daggers. Instead of just popping them away, now you do like a little flick round with them before you put them away. I do like that. Yeah, so this is going pretty good. A couple of rhinos up here if you need some thick hide or some meat, you can kill them. But we won't bother with that because we're good enough at the minute. So we'll go back in here. There's bound to be something I've missed. Like books or things, I mean, you've got to really thoroughly search to find a lot of them. Go through them like a knife through butter. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just checking, you know, keeping an eye out for orbs and things. Oh, what's that? No, it's just a high cranium map. What does that give? Concussion damage and follower damage. You know what, I might take it, because you know what, you never know. Might not end up using it, but it's one of them. Take it just to see what it's all about. Oh, you were a level 3. We're definitely taking that from you. That from you. And a sorcerer. What else have we got here? Herculean gloves for damage, concussion damage again. No, we'll take them. So that, if you remind me chat, is legs and hands. So we will still need a feet, chest and a headpiece if we can get them. Unless if they drop them, but we'll see. I haven't been checking all the bodies that we did at first, so could end up missing stuff. But never mind. There's probably a book at the top there, but I'm not too sure. So yeah, this is where we just were. Where we killed those guys before, where that dance is. Check if there's anything worth taking here. Oh, more orbs, see? What's that? Killed die. Yeah, we'll take that, why not? Everything else is pretty easy to get. Not bothered about any more of that. Yeah, let's check it again, make sure we got it. I've got to say, this is one of my favourite dances as well, definitely is. It's probably not going to come up again now that I've got it because I've already done it. Yeah. But yeah, that's where that is. Right, let's get these guys over here. Did he drop anything good? Yeah, drop me a bit of food, I'll take that. There's another werewolf coming at us. Just check out up here because there are some guys on this gate. Let's take these out. Yeah, they're not a match for these two. They're not a problem for them. More robes, see, look at this, we're going to have loads of water robes now. Right. So yeah, the den, where we are, just show you on the map, right here. Kind of far north of the main city, just below the highlands. And then you've got Muriel's Hope, just to the south of it down there. So yeah. Oh, I have all these spawned. That's very quick.
We'll drink your blood!
What are you, Mr. Bear? Take you! Gas orb, that's perfect. I think I can hear my stone coming in, so I'm going to put my mask on. Yes, I have got it on. It doesn't look like it because it looks the same as my headpiece that I'm wearing, but I assure you it is. It is on. I think that's the same things again, isn't it? Yeah, the legs again. We'll take them, because even if we don't use them, we can decon them. Plumbing echo, she made me jump then, I thought there was an enemy coming out there. Let's just check back around here. Well, there could be something up there, but I'm not too sure. I don't think there is. No, these guys haven't respawned, so that's good. What I'll do is, we'll go up here. Oi! Come on then, let's have you. Do your worst. Whimpering terror when you're the one who's dead, mate. Yeah, okay. Nope, nothing on those guys. Laggy, you know, it jumps a bit at times, but you're gonna get that. Even with official servers, it's just always gonna happen like that. It depends whereabouts you are really, and whereabouts the servers run from. Now, just bear in mind as well, sometimes if you're running through here with a sorcerer, try and pull this guy if you don't want to bring those kittens over. Of course, this guy's going to come and join in. Try and pull that guy back a bit. If he aggroes, try and walk back a bit and pull him back towards you. A bit further away, and then you'll hopefully not aggro those guys then. But it happens, so I'm not going to build a glass flask, I can make those really easy, but we'll take that top, because that is a relic on the top, and we can decon that for resources. Getting a bit heavy now. So let's go back to old faithful horsey here. Yeah, that's right, talking about you. Pop that in. Pop those in. A single die doesn't really weigh a lot to carry, so I'm not too fussed about carrying those at least. But what we can also do, because they've got the space, is get our Delincias to also carry a few bits for us. Just freeze us up a little bit. A weak piece of that in, I'm not sure how long that actually lasts, but we'll reset it. Take the mask off now because the sandstorm's gone. Right. Now we've got a couple of. How many skulls have we got? 3. 1, 2, 3 to turn in, so let's give us some more of the gold and silver coin. Bit of steel fire and a little bit of alchemical base, which is perfect. But most importantly, let's give us 11 obelisk coins. Now if we wait long enough and then come back and even if maybe one of the sorcerers respawn, we pop his head in there, 11. So we only need 4 more. As you can see there, purchase Blackblood Hatchet, we'll be able to get that. I cannot wait, that is an awesome hatchet to have, and especially on a boosted server like this where resource gain is kind of slightly increased. That will be awesome. Let's just go back in again. I don't think they've changed the respawn time, I think they've kept it the same. These will be 2 taskmasters coming down. Ouch! Alright, what have we got here? There we go, the high training chest piece, so that gives health. That's interesting. Ah, you're a sorcerer, yes you were indeed. What are you? You were a sorcerer. So that's pretty cool, they've respawned pretty quick then. Oh, and I forgot when you do get a little bit of demon blood. Very, very small amount, but you do get it. And we've got some of the high training. Oh yeah, pants again, so we've now got a top. Have we got a full set now? No, we need boots still. Right. Before we go back in, I can't remember which way I'm going. Yeah, no, the other thing I was going to say is when you're bringing somebody into here, very occasionally, not the rumble of that, but up on that ledge, that's where those couple of rhinos are. One will, for some reason, or it used to do, it used to come over the edge and try and attack you while you're in here. So just be ready for that. Have we still not got enough? We just handed another skull in and we still haven't got enough. That only gave me 3. Ah, still got another skull. Of course I got 2. Now we should have enough. There we go. Purchase Blackblood Hatchet. Yes, please. There it is, guys. Legendary Hatchet. It does do a little bit of health damage, doesn't do any armor pen because it's actually a tool. But I tell you what, that is a brilliant tool. If you're using star metal, which is high end, if you've just got yourself one of them, excuse me, don't even bother using that anymore. Use your flipping, yeah, use that one. Use your black blood one because you'll find it so much better. It's absolutely brilliant. I cannot have been thinking that enough. The effort and the work and the time it would normally take you. You know what, I can get enough silk and whatever in your base. So I'm going to drop that. But then I'm going to give her... What does that weigh? That to carry. She's almost finished her gruel there. Let's just see. I thought she might need it, but we'll keep it as a bit. Right. So that is the den. That is pretty cool. I'm glad we came and had a look around here while we're here. Do we have any obelisks left here? I've got 2 obelisk coins left. Now that doesn't matter because back at base I have already collected a few skulls. Because my next thing to do will be an easier way to get to it. Not going to go for me because it'll take us forever. But what we're going to do sometime is I'm going to go up to Clayhouse Stronghold or the Warmaker Sanctuary, use the map room that somebody's placed out, which is there, and I'm going to teleport down here to the sinkhole, and then we're going to ride around through here to this little eye-shaped island, but we need to kind of be up on this side. That's the Black Galleon, another big point of interest. There's another Khitan cart there, and they will sell you the Blackblood pick, so that will be the next one to do, which, yeah, pretty darn cool. Right, so snake coming in for a go again. So yeah, so that is New Year's Hope. As I say, if you're trying to come up and learn that Vermitra, or you want to get that cooking recipe, it's just up there. Right, so let's just figure out here a minute where we are. That's the unnamed city. And our base is over here, there's 7 rooms, so we want to be going in here and to our right, so we'll, yeah. Just trying to think of anything else we need to do while we're here. Don't think so. Yeah, we'll head up this way. Head around here. That's the unnamed city there. I think around here there is a 3 skull scorpion, which I kind of accidentally ran into the other day when I was going somewhere. Thought I might have to run away, because at the time my 2 Delincias didn't really have really good armour, and I thought they were going to struggle, but I don't know why I was doubting them, because they were absolutely fine. Excuse me. They took, yeah, very little damage from it. The scorpions can do quite a bit of damage to your thralls if you're not careful. With the poison that they do. But yeah, they were absolutely fine. So we'll ride back here now, and I'll show you guys the base I have. I haven't actually showed you my base, because when we started the stream I was just riding out from my base. So you actually haven't even seen it. Yeah. Gotta be careful here because I don't want... I thought it was usually on there. Oh, there's a lot next to it. Brute? Yep, just sitting just on there. Pretty easy boss to defeat now. 3 skull. He is, or supposedly is, deemed the hardest boss in the Unnamed City, but if you've got decent armour on, but no, not even that, if you've got 2 really good thralls that are pretty geared up with good weapons, they can take the brute on pretty easy, and especially the one with a tenderizer or a mace of some sort to smash down his armour. Really easy. And if you have to Dragon Bone, we're not going to get any right now, but just to show you, these guys say 1 skull boss. Oh, why is the attack function not working? Tell them to attack. Get out of the way, horsey.
God take you!
This is one with a Talif Sorrow and a Tenderizer for the back as well. Look at how tearing his health down. Yeah, it keeps knocking him over.
Die! You picked the wrong fight! Take that!
Very lot of damage. What's that? Animation. Yeah. It's a lot cleaner now. And if you're running the authority build where you have the 2 followers, which I am, obviously, as you can see there, they gain the passive health regeneration, so they healed up really quick. That's from the first one where you can choose, where they do pretty good, and then you choose the next option at the end, which is War Party, and in War Party you can have 2 people thralls following you. If you go for the other option, I think which is called Well Trained, you can only have 1 follower, but that 1 follower that you have will get a 20 in all of their stats, so on top of the stats that they've already got, they'll end up with a 20 on top of that as well, which is, yeah, pretty cool, because they get a plus. So if you've already got, if you're, and that applies to any rolls, Berserker, Delincia, whoever you've got, if they've already got, say, 30 points in strength, they get that plus 20, which technically that means they've got 50 in strength, which is just absolutely ridiculous. So if you're a 1 thrall person, that's the best way to do it. If you like running the 2, which can be pretty fun. Yeah, it's a little bit harder work, you've got to manage your thralls a bit more because you've got 2 to look out for all the time. But it's well worth it. If you want to try it, it's well worth trying. This follower build that I'm running at the minute, I don't even actually have it corrupted, and on the official server that I play on, my follower build is actually, I've corrupted my attributes, Vitality and Authority. Excuse me, which, yeah, that only gives me like half health, half stamina. But it gives your followers a damage increase, and it gives you a damage increase. And you also, because of some of those perks, become immune to bleed, poison, disease and sunder effects. The only one you're not immune to is cripple, but you can deal with that, it's pretty easy. So yeah, this is our little base. Right, just grab you. pop you back in here for the time being. So a little stable there, we've got the horse there if we need them. Back out here. I'll place these two down because otherwise they'll only follow me around and they'll only get in the way. So we'll tell you to stand there. Make sure you're set on attack all enemies. Put you back there. Here you engage attack all enemies. So yeah, the Pit of Yog, level 3, which is why it's got the beam coming off it. And this is where you can craft the tenderizer, which is a mace, as you can see there. Pretty useful. So level 3 dancer that we've got just there. This is, she's called Mandu, but this is actually, I'm probably going to murder this name now, but Mandugal, I think the way you pronounce her name. 100 Arrow, it's a legendary named archer, basically. That's the stats that she's got. She is in, again, the illusionary system. I think they are the Gurnikai boots. That is the artisan pants, same as the Delincias. And the top is the noble top, same on the Delincias. If you put it on a male, obviously instead of giving them that top, it gives them that one, which looks like a, suppose you say shirt or a jacket. Shirt with a jacket, yeah. Pretty cool. So this is our main base here. Haven't really got a separate area for my sorcery yet, so I had to stick that there. I'll leave with the Luscious there, legendary dancer. Again, pretty easy to get from Seprum Rouge, you can spawn pretty often in a few different locations. The precision tannery, Tyre's bench is over there, we've got the carpenter there, another named carpenter on there. Dismantling bench, which, yeah, I'll mention that in a minute. Artisan, tanner's tables here. I always keep this improved armour bench because this is good if you want to make something that you're just using as an illusionary piece. Because your basic level armours, you won't see them if you have the garrison armour bench, this big one. This will only show you your epics, and again, as you can see there, shield right armourer. And in here we've got the gibbet, which you got from the, I think it was in a full set in the bazaar at first, now it's available separately, which you just put your thrall in there, put some gruel in, excuse me, and that tames them up, and it's definitely a big space saver instead of having to have a thrall wheel. Torturer's bench, Tinkerer's bench. This will have a teleporter on eventually, but I need more alchem to be able to make that yet. Little garden section there, casting table, improved cauldron, a couple of furnaces, that was the stable that you just saw. Then we've got the garrison blacksmith, which this is the blacksmith with the durability on it, but I also have the guy there at the bottom, the one with the blade, which is great for giving you weapon damage. Sorcery table is here, so we'll just, do we keep those and making more spell pages? Yeah, we'll just put them all on there for the minute. So I showed you that. If we go upstairs, bedroom with a couple of beds in here, a couple of wardrobes. Sorry, my throat keeps going really dry today, I don't know why. Kitchen, storage, lone fisherman, more storage, got a couple of fridges, so we've got raw meat and cooked meat, campfires there, and then the grinder there, a bit more storage there, and then just for funsies and just for something different, decided to use this alchemist, which again has another named alchemist on there. Ibis of Zingaria, again pretty often spawns in Seprum Rouge in a few different locations, so she's a pretty good one to have. If you haven't got her, if you can get the Defora Witch Doctor from the Summoning Place, try and get that, that's another good one, works just the same. So yeah, this is pretty much home. Now I forgot, didn't I? I've left all these bits and pieces on the horse. So let's get all these off here now. I'm now going to walk slow because I'm over encumbered. Has that made any difference? No. I'm still over the carrying capacity of what I'm capable of carrying. But if we come back through here and we go around to our dismantling bench, what we want to do now, see if we pop these grease orbs in there. Now, as you can see, gives us a bit of tar, but it also gives us water orbs. As I say, I did do a video for this on the channel, check it out if you want to have a look at that. Same with the gas orbs. More water orbs, and it gives us the mushrooms back. So yeah, that is a pretty fun little thing that you can now do. Never knew that till a friend of mine told me the other day, and then we both tried it and it was like, wow, that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, this is just my little toolbox that I just have all sorts of bits and pieces in. We can take that out now. That's an iron one, so we'll take that out just so that we don't lose it. I'm going to put our black blood pick in there. We'll get rid of that iron one. Right, let's get rid of some stuff. Bear with me guys while I get rid of this. Right. Oh, wrong. Now I've got my dies actually organised in a box and I'm still flipping going to the wrong thing. That's a colour, so that needs to go in. That one. Right, what else have we got? Yeah, the gold and silver coins, you can keep them, or if you don't want to keep them, you can put them in the grinder, which we'll actually do in a second. I'll just dump all these in here a minute, and then we'll come back to them when we've put the other bits and bats away. Is that steel fire? Right, that's steel fire. That can just get thrown in there. That's some more alchemicals, we'll pop that in there as well. I just do all this in first person because it's just so much easier to see all your stations. Apart from when the game throws you across the fucking screen. Right. Demon blood. That goes in there. Plus coin. I think I do have some more somewhere, I'm not too sure. Right. See, gold and silver coin, if you don't want to use those because you don't want to buy anything from the marketplace, except for Maru, as I say, just put them in there, and as you can see, that'll do its thing. Make us up some gold and silver coin. I'll pop one away. Where did I leave my almost coin? Can't remember if I actually put it anywhere yet. No. So I'm just going to pop it in there. That is locked. Yep. For the moment. I might have a bit somewhere else, I'm not sure. I'll have to see. But if we go back... Whoops, no, not that way. Design this base so I know where I was going and I still get lost. Right, this is nearly done. So we'll let this tick down, and then we'll just go back down and pop this with our fireball cauldron, which will mean if we've got the other bits and pieces we need, we can make some alchemical base. And this is yeah, it's a lot slower and not more expensive way of getting alchemical base, I suppose, but it's another way of getting it because you've got to keep collecting all this coins. But if you've got a lot of it, you get quite a lot of gold and silver dust. So we'll grab that out there. And I keep meaning actually to make another grinder so that I can keep it downstairs, so we can have that just for gold and silver dust, and that one just for that. But I keep forgetting. Yeah. Nothing in there. So I'll pop it in there. And if we look on here, the alchemical base, we need gold dust, silver dust, and ichor. And I don't think. Yeah, we've got a little bit. So we'll pull that out. That. And that. Now what you want to do is take your gold, silver, ichor, pop it in there, see how much we can make. That's pretty decent. It's not a lot, but it tops us up a bit more to what we did have. Because you need this more so on your tanner's table at first for making your hardened leather. I don't think we've got a Bearer 3 Bearer pack, do we? Because the Bearer 3 packs, they can give you alchemical base if you're lucky. Quite a lot sometimes as well, but I've never had it where they've actually given me an actual ton of it. But you know, we'll keep trying. Gotta do what you gotta do, keep it trying. Don't forget, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, do give me a like. Just helps YouTube to push this out to more people and recommend it. Subscribe if you haven't already. If it's your first time here, thank you for joining us. Great to have you here. Just thought we'd try a little bit of Conan Exiles playing live, just see how we go, see what people think. And lots more videos to come soon on the channel based on Conan. Some more tips and tricks videos, some more Let's Play. And maybe, if depending on how this goes, maybe even some more streams, you know, where it's live interaction, where you guys can chat and ask questions as well. So do feel free to do that in the chat, obviously, ask questions. If I can answer them, I will. If I don't know the answer, then I'll certainly try and point you in the right direction of somebody who may well know. Because there are a lot of people who know a lot more about this game than I do, and if it's lore related, for example, or something like that, they'll probably be able to help you better. But, you know, we're all learners, we're all learning as we go. Part of life. Right, let's see if we get these out of here again. Let's have a look what we actually get. As you can see, because it was only Bearer 2s, not a lot of great stuff. Yeah, didn't think it would be. I think you only tend to get things like stone and wood and basics from bearers like that. Kinda knew that's what it would be, but we got a few more sorcery bits and pieces as well, which is cool. Oh, pop that in there to there. Pop that in there. Oh, we got some iron, so that's not too bad. Put that in our boxes there. What else? Which is our cannibal sort of box. Yeah, put that in there. Put that in there for the time being. Something in the room. We've got balls in there, but we'll pop them in there. We know where they are, we can see them. Doesn't matter. this thing you can't even decon that dead zone to the map, so we don't need it, so we'll just drop it. And yeah, right. So we kind of didn't get a lot of stuff there really. To what we could have had, but you know, hey ho, it's the way it goes. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't, you know. Just remove all this out of here. Because then let's put that there. And we'll put these down here. Now I could do a separate box for it anyway, just so I don't get confused with it, but it's all going to be hardened brick eventually because that'll be what I'd need more than anything, so it doesn't really matter too much. Yeah. Right. So what could we do now? We can actually have a quick look around Sepamaru, just see if there's anybody worth taming. I'm not going to take them both with me this time because I've only got one truncheon that's actually the best one. The Love Tap, which is a legendary truncheon that I got given very, very kindly. Yeah, so let's, and this Delincium is the better of the two, who's good for the damage. Takes her a bit to knock out legendaries, but she probably does a better job. They're still so clunky that they just want to hit the wall. I don't know why.
God take you!
Well, I did just click guard me, but I didn't quite do it in time. Whoops. Yeah, see, she put that away differently then. Before they'd just plonk it back on the side, she did it like she was putting a, it sounded like she was putting a sword away. So I do like that. The animations are definitely good now. Flick the axe up round onto my back, I like that. Yeah. Some cool little changes. Hopefully a few bug fixes. I mean, we'll have to see as we go what's happened with those. Not really anybody here we need. Yeah, that Ibis of Zingaria, as I was saying. Legendary Alchemist, she can spawn there. That's just one spot where she can be. On that little spot down there. It's actually pretty easy to get if she's down there because you can get your thrall to knock her out and nobody else usually interferes. She can spawn up here where these three are, and yeah, good luck if you're going to try and knock her out from there because pretty much guarantee those guys back there will come and join in. He or she might come and join in, but they definitely will. These two from over here will come and join in, and it's just an absolute nightmare then. And I mean, excuse me, and I mean a nightmare. What level's this one? I'll take it now. I actually need this one because I've only got a journeyman on my torturous table. So this is going to be interesting for Delincium because she's got to knock her out, but she's also going to try and deal with these guys. I can try and deal with one of them. Let's make sure I have actually given her that. Yep.
You picked the wrong fight!
Oops. I can't put this one in. She's fine. I don't want her to take too much damage. A little bit of one guys out there like that. Of course it's the amount of damage, doesn't it? Whatever it is. if you lock on,
God take you!
if you use your L2 a little bit if you're uncomfortable, you do actually get concussive damage from kicking somebody. Just don't do it too much because you'll do them a lot of health damage.
Taste
God now.
Set will glory in your death!
There's something else aggro, but it's not coming round, man. Come on. Keep it. It'll just take a little bit. This is why it's good to have a good strong, especially when you're going against the second division. As you can see, you put up a bit of a height, no matter what we're at. Oh, why have you now de-aggroed? Come on. Get back on her. Come on, what are you doing? There we go.
God take you!
Giving her a taste of her own medicine now, knocking off
As
the
the snake strikes, so do I!
like mace versus chainsaw. She'll be down in a second.
Cobra Exile, my fight is
go.
dead! The wrong fight!
Had a girl, Lindsay. Yeah, she lost a decent chunk of health there against her, but she's alright. Right, so we'll quickly give her her weapon back again. So that if anybody else aggroes that we don't want to be actually knocking out, she just kills them, hopefully. She'll heal up now as we're running back, so that's a good thing. Doesn't really matter too much. I can show you now actually with the gibbet how that works. This server also has what we call instant taming on as well for thralls, which means it takes literally next to no time, which is pretty cool. Right. Yep, so we'll run her back, pop her in the gibbet, get her tamed up, and then we'll swap her out for our level 3 Taskmaster that's on the table at the minute. And that's actually perfect because we don't need her for a throw wheel, because obviously we don't need throw wheels now that we have this gibbet, and that's actually a handy thing that you can pretty much put down anywhere. If you're after a berserker, for example, take the materials with you in your construction hammer to build a gibbet at Mouse the Dead, place that down, go get your berserker, put them in that, instant tamer, job done. You're not going to mess about teleporting or anything. Right, so you come up to this, same as a throw wheel, hit square, pops them in, L2, right, she's now tamed. Instant, like I say, instant taming is on, so that's why it happens so quick. So now we'll take our journeyman, just pop her there, pretty much looks the same as her actually. We'll pop her in, and as we can see there now, we can make the chain bindings with her, which is cool. They are a little bit better than a leather binding, they last a little bit longer. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, Dylan said, do you want to come out of the way, because I can't. No, weird. Right, so I'll get back out the front a minute. Where's Dylan? Oh, she is. Right, we'll pop you back there. Attack all enemies. Well, yeah, I think on that note, guys, I think we'll call it there. We've done about an hour and a half, a little bit, just a bit of a test stream, really see how this goes. I just thought we'd try it out, see what happens. So yeah, if you enjoyed this, subscribe if you haven't already, do consider doing so, totally free, just means you get to see all the content that I bring out for this game, and maybe some other games at times. Also, why not hit the like button while you're there, just shows your support for the channel, it just helps YouTube recommend these streams and videos out to more and more people. Yeah, like I say, videos to come shortly, little update guides, plenty more of those, quick tips and tricks videos, all sorts, a bit more gameplay as well. Well, right then guys, well on that note, I will say, as we're returning from night today, I will say farewell, and until I see you guys in the next video or live stream, I will see you then. Alright then guys, take it easy. Bye for now.